drugs, death and court cases were at one time as famous as his music. A lot has changed since then, but George can tell you the rest.
I think it's good to have kind of healthy respect for the past, but you've got to move on. It's quite important to acknowledge what's gone before, but so what, you know?
Whilst other stars from the 1980s are having their comebacks now, Boy George has never really been away.
My idea of success has definitely changed. You know, I mean, having been in Culture Club and made lots and lots of money and been, you know, really, really famous and gone all around the world, you know, obviously that's one view of success. But to me, these days, I think success is actually being happy. I mean, waking up in the morning and having your first cup of tea and, you know, sort of, do you want to be alive? That's the million-dollar question. I mean, you know, if you look at somebody like Michael Jackson, you might say, oh, he's got loads of money and he's really successful and he's untouchable, but look how miserable he is.
With a new album, Cheapness and Beauty, and an autobiography, Take It Like a Man, both coming out this spring, George has been looking long and hard at himself.
Writing the book stirred up a lot of stuff from the past, forced me to kind of look at past experiences, to re-question how things really were. And, you know, obviously a lot of the songs are about the past. The album's like a soundtrack to my life, and the book is my life story so far. And I think that's the problem with a lot of pop stars, is that they get really successful and they live, I mean, you live in this kind of fantasy kingdom. And you're surrounded by people who kind of wait on your hand and foot, a bit like handmaidens. You know, you are encouraged to be extremely selfish and extremely insular.
Regular work as a club DJ has also helped George keep his feet on the ground.
I think it is a bit of a cheek when you go around moaning about being a slave when you're making millions of dollars. I mean, I think the same thing applies to Prince. There's no way that we can kind of reconcile the amount of money we make. It's ridiculous. You know, footballers and pop stars. You know, and I just think it is kind of obscene to be going around complaining about it. DJing is like, you know, the funny thing about it is it's so normal. You know, you turn up at a club with your box and you play records. It's helped me to kind of get in touch with myself in terms of just be ordinary. I think that's the most important thing, learning to be ordinary sometimes.